Have you ever wondered how a wild, cunning predator like the fox ended up becoming one of humanity's most fascinating experiments in domestication? Or how these clever creatures, once revered in folklore and myth, are now facing challenges they never evolved to handle? Stick around, because today we're diving into the incredible journey of the fox, from its ancient origins to its modern struggles, and what it tells us about our own relationship with the animal kingdom. Foxes. They're cunning, adaptable, and undeniably charismatic. But where did they come from, and how did they become such a unique part of our world? Foxes belong to the Canidae family, which includes wolves, dogs, and coyotes. But unlike their pack-oriented cousins, foxes are solitary hunters. Their evolutionary journey began around 7 million years ago, with the emergence of small, fox-like ancestors in North America. Over time, they spread across the globe, adapting to nearly every environment, from the Arctic tundra to the deserts of Africa. Today, there are over 30 species of foxes, each uniquely adapted to its environment. The Arctic fox, for example, has thick fur and a compact body to survive freezing temperatures, while the fennec fox's enormous ears help dissipate heat in the scorching Sahara. But no matter the species, one thing's for sure: foxes are masters of survival. Humans have had a complicated relationship with foxes. For centuries, they were hunted for their luxurious fur and seen as pests by farmers. But in the 20th century, something extraordinary happened. Scientists began domesticating foxes. In the 1950s, Russian geneticist Dmitry Belyaev started an experiment to see if he could domesticate wild silver foxes. By selectively breeding the friendliest foxes, he created a population that was not only tame, but also exhibited physical changes: floppy ears, curly tails, and even different coat colors. Sound familiar? It's eerily similar to how wolves evolved into dogs thousands of years ago. These domesticated foxes are now kept as pets in some parts of the world, but their story raises important questions. Should we be domesticating wild animals, and what are the consequences? While some foxes are being bred for domestication, others are facing unprecedented challenges in the wild. Urbanization has forced many foxes to adapt to city life, where they face dangers like traffic, poisoning, and habitat loss. In the UK, for example, the red fox population has declined by over 40% in the last 2 decades due to habitat destruction and disease. And let's not forget the impact of climate change. Arctic foxes are losing their icy habitats as temperatures rise. Diseases like mange, often spread through contact with domestic dogs, are devastating wild fox populations. It's a stark reminder of how human activity can ripple through ecosystems in unexpected ways. So, what does the story of the fox tell us about humanity? On one hand, we're fascinated by these animals, domesticating them, studying them, even featuring them in our stories and myths. On the other hand, our actions are putting their survival at risk. It's a paradox that forces us to reflect on our relationship with the natural world. Foxes are resilient, but they can't overcome these challenges alone. It's up to us to find a balance between progress and preservation, between curiosity and compassion. So, what can you do to help? Start by supporting organizations that protect wildlife habitats and rehabilitate injured foxes. If you live in an area with urban foxes, be mindful of how you dispose of trash and avoid using harmful pesticides. And if you're considering a fox as a pet, think carefully about the ethical implications and the animal's needs. Every small action counts. Together, we can ensure that foxes continue to thrive, not just in our stories, but in the wild where they belong. Thanks for joining me on this journey into the world of foxes. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and subscribe to the channel for more deep dives into the animal kingdom. And hey, let me know in the comments, what's your favorite fox fact, or what animal should we explore next? Until next time, stay curious.